Hey everyone! So if you're getting ready for your IGCSE Urdu exam, you know what I'm talking about. That official syllabus, right? It can be, well, a bit much. So today, we're going to slice right through all that dense text. My goal is to give you a super simple, clear map of what you actually need to know to nail this thing.
And yeah, let's be real. Staring at a document like this, it's pretty overwhelming. It's just page after page of tiny details and confusing codes. But seriously, don't sweat it. We're about to break down every single part of this so you know exactly where to put your energy.
So, that leads us to the big question, right? Let's forget all the official jargon for a minute. What are you actually going to face when you sit down in that exam hall? Well, let's dive in and find out.
Okay, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with a big picture look at the two papers. Then we'll zoom in on paper 1, then paper 2. Stick around, because after that I've got a really important warning, and then we'll wrap it all up with your keys to success.
All right, let's get right to it. The fundamentals. Your whole IGCSE Urdu grade, it really just boils down to two papers. And honestly, understanding how these two fit together is the absolute first step to creating a smart study plan.
So here are the two players. First up, you've got paper 1. This is the reading and writing paper. It's a 2-hour exam, and it's worth 60 marks. Then you've got paper 2, which is your listening exam. This one's way shorter, only about 45 minutes, and it's worth 30 marks.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Look at the weighting. Paper 1, that reading and writing beast, makes up a massive 2/3 of your entire grade. So think about it. That means it's literally twice as important as paper 2, which is the other third. It's pretty clear where most of your marks are going to come from.
Okay, so since paper 1 is the clear heavyweight champion here, let's give it the attention it deserves. We're going to break this thing down exercise by exercise so you know exactly what's coming at you during those 2 hours.
Think of paper 1 as a bit of a marathon, made up of 6 different exercises. It cleverly starts you off with reading comprehension, and then it smoothly transitions into testing your writing skills. So let's walk through each one step by step.
First up, exercise 1. They'll give you a short text, something like an advertisement or maybe a leaflet. Your job is simple. Answer a few questions using just a single word or a quick phrase. It's all about how fast you can find specific info. And it's worth 8 marks.
All right, next up is exercise 2, multiple matching. Here, you'll read a bunch of short paragraphs. Then you have to match each one to a sentence that captures its main idea. This is really about getting the gist of what you're reading. This one's worth 9 marks.
Exercise 3 kind of builds on that. You get a longer piece of text this time, and they give you some headings. All you have to do is pull out the key information from the text and jot down brief notes under the right heading. Super straightforward and also worth 9 marks.
Okay, now exercise 4 is directly tied to the one we just talked about. You're going to use that same long text from exercise 3 to write a summary. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. You cannot go over 100 words. You've got to be super concise and, really important, use your own words to get those 10 marks.
And now, we're making a full pivot into writing. Exercise 5 is what they call functional writing. Basically, you'll have to write something practical, like an email. They'll give you a prompt, and you need to write around 120 words. This is all about your real-world communication skills. It's worth 8 marks.
And finally, we've reached the grand finale of paper 1, the extended writing task. This is the longest thing you'll write, at about 200 words, and it'll be based on some kind of stimulus, maybe a short prompt or even a picture. And check this out, it's worth a hefty 16 marks. This is really your big chance to show what you can do with your writing.
Phew! Okay, we have completely dissected paper 1. Now it's time to turn our attention to that other third of your grade, paper 2, the listening exam. And believe me, this one tests a totally different set of skills.
So paper 2 is a quick one. We're talking about 45 minutes for 30 marks. You'll listen to a few different recordings and then have to do things like short answer questions, fill in the blanks, matching exercises, and multiple choice. The real challenge here, you only get to hear everything a couple of times, so you have to be laser focused.
Okay, listen up. Before we finish, I have a really important warning for you. Seriously, this is something that trips up so many students, and if you get this wrong, it can completely mess up your prep. Just look at this. On the left, we've got the current syllabus, right? Paper 2 is listening. But check out the one on the right. This is an older version. And in that one, paper 2 was a completely different exam. It was grammar, writing, and translation.
This is the perfect example of how dramatically the syllabus can change from year to year.
So, what's the big takeaway here? It's simple, but it's crucial. Always, and I mean always, double-check that you're using the right syllabus for your specific exam year. Grabbing an old one is such an easy mistake to make, but man, it can really, really cost you.
Okay, so we've gone through a ton of detail. What are the absolute key things you need to walk away with? Let's boil it all down for one final takeaway.
Okay, think of this as your ultimate cheat sheet. Paper 1, Reading and Writing. It's 2 hours, 60 marks, and the big one, it's 67% of your grade. Paper 2, Listening. It's quick, around 45 minutes, 30 marks, for the final 33%. You've got 6 exercises in Paper 1, 4 in Paper 2. It's as simple as that.
And there you have it. That's our full breakdown. You now have a crystal clear map of the IGCSE Urdu exam. The structure isn't a mystery anymore. So the only real question left is, now that you have this knowledge, where are you going to focus your prep?